Have you ever felt stuck, waiting for that one conversation, that apology, that final explanation to finally move on? We call it closure. This almost mythical idea that someone else holds the key to our peace. We've all been there. Replaying scenarios in our heads, thinking, if only they would just say this, or if I could just understand why, then I could finally close this chapter. But what if I told you that the whole concept of closure, as we know it, is a bit of a myth? And what if chasing it is actually what's keeping you from healing? Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on this idea of closure. We'll explore why waiting for it from someone else is often a recipe for staying stuck, and most importantly, we'll talk about how you can create your own sense of peace right here, right now, without needing anything from anyone. This isn't about denying your pain or pretending something didn't happen. It's about taking your power back. So, let's start with what closure really is. We imagine it as a perfectly wrapped gift. The other person finally understands our pain. They express genuine remorse, and everything clicks into place. The story gets a neat, tidy ending. It sounds great, doesn't it? The problem is, life rarely works like that. People are messy. Sometimes, they don't have the emotional capacity to give you what you need. Sometimes, they have their own version of the story and will never see things your way. And sometimes, they're just gone, and that conversation is literally impossible. When we hinge our healing on getting closure from an external source, we are essentially giving them control over our emotional well-being. We're putting our life on pause, waiting for a key that might never arrive. This waiting game can be incredibly damaging. It keeps the wound open, forcing us to relive the hurt over and over again. We become detectives in our own past, searching for clues that will make it all make sense, but often there are no clues to find. The pursuit becomes a prison. Think about it. The person who hurt you might not even remember the event the same way you do. They might be completely oblivious to the depth of your pain. Or worse, they might not care. Expecting them to suddenly have a change of heart and deliver a perfectly scripted apology is like waiting for a movie scene to play out in real life. It's an unrealistic expectation that sets us up for a continuous disappointment. The truth is, you can't force someone to feel remorse or provide understanding. So, if waiting for them is a dead end, what's the alternative? The alternative is radical, and it's powerful. You give closure to yourself. This is where the real healing begins. It's the moment you decide that your peace is more important than their apology. It's the moment you stop looking outward for validation and start looking inward for strength. The first step in this process is radical acceptance. This doesn't mean you're condoning what happened. It doesn't mean you're saying it was okay. Absolutely not. Radical acceptance means acknowledging the reality of the situation without judgment or resistance. It's saying, this happened. It hurt. It was unfair, and I cannot change that it happened. It is about accepting the facts of the past so you can stop fighting against them in the present. Fighting with reality is exhausting, and it's a battle you will never win. Acceptance is the first step to letting go of that struggle. Once you've started to accept the reality, the next step is to process your own feelings. All of them. The anger, the sadness, the confusion, the betrayal. Let yourself feel it without judging yourself for it. So often, we try to rush through the negative emotions, but they are there for a reason. They are signals from your heart. Write them down in a journal. Talk to a trusted friend or a therapist. Scream into a pillow if you have to. The key is to let the emotional energy move through you instead of getting trapped inside you. When we chase closure, we're often just trying to bypass this messy but essential step. We want someone else to fix our feelings for us, but only you can truly feel and process your own emotions. Now for a very practical and powerful technique. Writing a letter you never send. Sit down and pour everything out onto the page. Say everything you wish you could say to that person. Don't hold back. Yell, cry, ask your questions, state your pain. Get it all out of your system. This act of writing is a form of release. It allows you to articulate your experience for yourself. And then, here's the crucial part. You don't send it. The letter is not for them. It's for you. It's about you bearing witness to your own pain. You can keep it. You can ceremonially burn it. You can tear it up, whatever feels most releasing for you. This act symbolizes that you are no longer waiting for their response. You have said what you needed to say. Another huge part of creating your own closure is rewriting the narrative. When something painful happens, we often create a story around it where we are the victim, powerless and broken. Chasing closure from the other person keeps us locked in that victim role. But you are the author of your life story. You can't change the past events, but you can change the meaning you assign to them. Instead of the story being, "They ruined my life," can the story become, "I survived something incredibly difficult, and it taught me about my own resilience"? Can it be? This painful experience revealed what I truly value in relationships and helped me set better boundaries? This isn't about toxic positivity. It's about finding strength and growth in your journey. You are not defined by what happened to you. You are defined by how you choose to move forward. This leads us to the final, and perhaps most important, piece of the puzzle: shifting your focus to the future. When you're obsessed with getting closure, your energy is completely stuck in the past. To break free, you must consciously and deliberately redirect that energy toward your present and your future. What do you want your life to look like now? What brings you joy? What new hobbies can you explore? Who are the people in your life who lift you up? Invest your precious time and energy into building a life that you love. A life that is so full and vibrant that the past simply has less and less space to occupy. Healing happens not by staring at the closed door behind you, but by turning around and walking toward the open doors in front of you. True resolution isn't about finding a neat ending to a painful chapter. It is about realizing you won't need the chapter to have a neat ending to start writing a new one. Peace isn't something someone else can give you. It's something you cultivate within yourself. It's in the acceptance, in the feeling, in the releasing, and in the courageous act of choosing to build a beautiful life for yourself, starting today. You don't need their apology to heal. You don't need their explanation to move on. All you need is your own permission to let go and reclaim your peace. You hold the key. You always have. Thank you so much for watching and for taking this journey with me today. If this resonated with you, please consider liking the video and subscribing for more content on healing and personal growth. Remember, your peace is your power. See you in the next one.